Come on, guys, you already know what it is. It is I, your host, Simon Omoshore, and this is Vice Versa Live. And on today's show, I'm going to talk about the 3 things that's going to make you the most employable in 2023. Come on, if you want to know more, let's go. So 2022 is coming to a close, and I hope that for all the content that I put out, it's brought you value, it's brought you increase, and it's brought you more opportunity. And as we're now going into 2023, from the discussions I've been having with clients, discussion I've been having with other recruiters in the industry, I'm going to talk to you about the 3 skills that I believe is going to take you from where you are to where you want to be. But more importantly, make you as competitive as possible. So, number 1, I'd say the number 1 skill of the 3 is entrepreneurial. Now, a lot of people just think entrepreneurial is people who are just like, building businesses and, they're really money driven and stuff, when that's more the result of being entrepreneurial. But there are other elements of being entrepreneurial that a lot of companies are actually looking for. So when a lot of people talk about entrepreneurial, a lot of it is more of a self-starter, someone who can self-start, someone who's a self-learner, someone who has an ability to look at something, an ability to kind of lead and impose or put an imprint of themselves in an area of their work, essentially. And that is what a lot of employers are looking for. A lot of them, they don't actually know what that skill is, but they will describe it in many different ways if you look at the job description. But really, they're looking for someone who can come in, who has the ability to learn, who has the ability to look and see, and also has the ability to rise up to what the standard is by themselves without somebody micromanaging them, without someone telling them you ain't doing it right, without someone always constantly being on their back. They desire someone to come in and ready to hit, ready to go, ready to hit the ground running. That is what they want. And I found that with a lot of candidates now, especially with Gen Z, which is my specialty, they have this thing where they're waiting for something to happen. Ain't nothing gonna happen. You need to be the thing to make it happen. So whatever it is, you need to decide what it's gonna be. You have to decide, okay, there's something missing here. What can I do to fix the problem? Or what can I do to help ease the problem? Or what can I do to make this more efficient? That's your job. That is why you're employed. If it's a software thing, find out what the software is. Learn the software. Don't wait for someone to tell you what to do because you just don't know what to do. No, use your brain. Use it. And you find out what is it that I can do to fix that which is in front of me. And that is probably one of the number 1 skills that they're looking for. Someone who's a self-starter, someone who has the mind to try and add, someone who has the mind to think like, where's the problem? What solutions can I bring? And what skills do I need to learn to fix that problem, to help ease the pressure and the weight of other members of my team? That's what that's what they're looking for, especially when they talk about entrepreneurial. And that is one of the key things that's going to really make you stand out, in the competition and in the talent market. Number 2, I would say, is emotional intelligence. This is a big one. This is a big one where in the world of work, there is a huge emphasis on people and culture. And I'm sure you've heard of the word toxic. This thing is going around like freaking COVID. Like, honestly, it is absolutely crazy how often that word is going around. And you kind of have to, I think the understanding of emotional intelligence isn't one necessarily of just yourself, of being self-aware, but it's also having the emotional intelligence of the people around you and how you then conduct yourself around the wider office and culture of the company. And a lot of the time, in order to do that, that is something that you don't necessarily learn in a course, or, at school as such. It's generally around your social groups and just around life experience. Like, the more life experience you have, the more emotional intelligence you essentially should be. It's not always the case, but the more people you're around, generally, the more intelligent you will be in and around understanding the emotions and the understanding dynamic of a wider group, which has an impact on everybody's workflow, which is why it's so big. So if you don't already have that, if you don't have that skill or ability, no need to fail, or no need to worry, shall I say. No need to fail. No need to worry, shall I say. You should be focusing on trying to build experiences with people. So that's whether that's family, whether that's friends, trying to, listen more and trying to use your own self-awareness to able to kind of understand what they are saying as opposed to necessarily responding. Because in order for you to essentially have emotional intelligence, you have to have self-awareness of your own emotions and really be able to understand that. And then also be in a place of being able to listen and watch. Because when you add self-awareness, being able to proactively listen as well as watch, you are going to be in a really strong place to have emotional intelligence. And that's what the equation is. I really like doing a lot of equations in my videos because I think it really gives a really nice visual outlay of all the components you need to have the right structure that will allow you to become emotionally intelligent. And what that does for the company is, the more people that are emotionally intelligent, it allows the company to always adjust to what the needs are of the people more efficiently. Because if everyone has the same level of emotional intelligence, or that's quite difficult, but if everyone has a level of intelligence that is quite high, what will happen is that when there are certain things that are happening, the company is able to respond better and react better to external forces and emotions that could potentially harm the company. But with the emotional intelligence part, like stuff like targets, they won't be affected. Things like when there's conflict in the company or in the office, it's able to be resolved a lot more faster. And also, it's also in a much better place for there to not even get to the place of conflict. Because if two people are emotionally aware and emotionally intelligent, they'll be able to diffuse certain situations that could be like here to just remain here, because they're able to understand where this potentially could go and the impact that it can have not only on them but the wider team. So it is why a lot of companies seek people with emotional intelligence. And then my third thing, I would say, and this will be the third thing, and what I like about it being number 3, because I believe it's the foundation of everything, and that is skills. I've said it so many times. I've said it so many times on so many of my videos. Skills is the foundation of your ability to do the job. Now, the more skills you have, the more value you're able to provide and the more solutions you're able to solve. Because, when it comes to being hired, or when it comes to you working in an organization, that is why you're there. You're there because they believe that you can solve their problems and also help them get to where they want to go in regards to their macro goals. So the more things you have in your bow, the more things, the likeliness of you getting the job and you providing value also increases. So that is the 3 main things. I could waffle all I want, but I want to keep it short. I want to keep it sweet. So number 1, entrepreneurial skill. Number 2, emotional intelligence. And number 3, number 3, the foundation, the rock is skills. If you could do all of those things, then my friends, you are in a wonderful position to have an incredible 2023. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope this has brought so much value to you, and I hope that in preparation for 2023, you're able to harmonize and able to incorporate the 3 things that I've said so that your 2023 is not only a productive one, but it's going to be a successful one. If you haven't done so already, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also share this video with your friends, share this video with your network, because the more people that know about it, the more this channel can grow, because I really want the channel to grow. And I believe it's going to not only help you, it's also helping me, and it's also going to help everyone else that's in that place that they want to grow and move forward. Come on, guys. You already know. Let's go.